What does the finale need to do for you, Jeff, besides answer 140,000 questions?
Well, the first thing it needs to do, it needs to move me. You know,
Okay.
I wanted to tell a story. Honestly, kids, the time for sort of like answers to sort of obscure mythological arcana is kind of over. I do agree with that whole idea, which even the producers have voiced, that I don't want an architect moment. You know, we could criticize the show for not giving us all the answers we want or unresolved storylines like the outrigger business, whatever, that's fine. What I want tonight is just a really smart, satisfying, dramatic experience filled with emotion that brings the characters to a natural end. We can quibble about the answers later.
Right.
Just give me something that really works as drama.
I agree with that. I mean, I do need it to move me, much like Superbrand. I don't necessarily need all the answers, and you know I have a lot of questions. Walt, Aaron, like what made them special. I'm not optimistic I'm going to get answers to those, but what I do need is an answer key, okay? It's okay for the adventure to like live on in my head, as long as that finale delivers some emotion, but also delivers like, here's the basis for you to think about things. The answers are sort of embedded in this finale, and you can kind of like theorize on your own. As long as I feel like my imagination is fired in that way, I think I'm going to be satisfied.
I love your idea of the code key, and we did get a code key a couple episodes ago with Across the Sea, which was like a mythic code key to like all stories that sort of reoccur on this island. But I like the idea of another one that actually involves like the characters that we love.
Yeah.
And in its way, give us some information or subtext or themes that can sort of backlight the whole series and the whole story and maybe kind of like illuminate some things that we could puzzle out ourselves. I like that idea.
One thing you and I and everyone wants resolution on is the sideways world.
That's right.
We spent a lot of time on this device this year. Is that going to pay off for us?
The sideways world resolution really has to rock. I think the episode really has to convince us that the sideways world was essential to the larger series of Lost.
We see hard choices possibly being made between the two worlds.
One of the things I thought was really provocative about the last episode was Ben. You know, he's starting to remember his island life, and it made me wonder, does Ben really want to remember everything? You know, he's got a good life. He's a good guy, you know, over there in the sideways world.
Yeah.
He's a principled man. He's got maybe this sort of like nice little hookup going on with Rousseau, which was really funny, I thought, you know. But if he remembers everything, if Rousseau remembers everything, if Alex remembers everything, like the people in this new world, it's going to be like a really tough pill to swallow, you know. Maybe not everyone should be enlightened over there in the sideways world.
Let's talk a little bit about resolution in regards to the love triangle. And I'm talking about the one from the very beginning, which is now maybe a quadrangle. Do you see Kate and Jack together? Is it going to be Sawyer and Juliet? I'm thinking Sawyer and Juliet, the energy was there. I'm hitching my wagon to that. I'm feeling good about it.
I think that what the story has told us, whether we like it or not, whether we saw it or not, whether we emotionally believe in it or not, the story told us that Sawyer's true love is Juliet.
That's right.
He spent 3 years with her, and what I want and what I think the story is going to give us is that moment in the sideways world where Sawyer is activated, and we're going to see that Jack's ex-wife, Juliet, is going to be activated, and they're going to see each other, and it's just going to be like a romantic reunion.
You get coffee sometime.
I gotta get you out of here.
We can go touch.
Jack and Kate have been set up from the very beginning. You got to feel that that's probably where they're going to ultimately take that storyline.
If the choice is between Kate choosing Sawyer and Kate choosing Jack, I've always believed more in Kate and Sawyer.
But they just seem more alike, don't they?
They
Kate
seem more alike. There's more chemistry there.
badasses.
For Jack, the relationship that needs to be resolved for him is the one with his father.
My father's coffin, you found it.
Let's go to another area, okay? It involves bromances. Or, in this case, a no-mance. Can you have a no-mance?
Sure. Okay.
The no-mance between Jack and Sawyer. Is it weird that I'm actually rooting for, like, Jack and Sawyer to be okay with each other in the end?
So you're a joyer?
Is that what that's called?
I don't know.
I'm a sack. I'm a sack. You know what? If I don't get that resolution, I'm going to be a sad sack. Yeah.
I've always enjoyed Jack and Sawyer being allies instead of enemies. You know, I feel that way about almost everyone. Jack and Locke, I've always wanted to see them reconciled in some way. If there is any way in the world in this story, in the series finale tonight, to give me sort of the man of faith and the man of science having some kind of reconciliation moment, I think that would be pretty emotionally killer. I feel like a little choked up thinking about it right now.
Jack's going to end up doing the surgery. It's going to go well, I think.
Yeah.
But is there any chance of Smokey, like, invading that sideways world?
I say no.
Good,
I say no.
good,
I think that, if it's all about these sort of sideways people sort of waking up
Right.
and sort of like, receiving memories of their island past, or maybe even their souls or consciousness from the island world, what I want to see, I think what we all want to see, is sort of the return of the original John Locke. I think if that moment happens when the original John Locke sort of fuses with the sideways Locke,
Right.
I think that will be just a really emotional moment.
John Locke told me I needed to stay.
But I don't know. I think we should consult a higher power on this. Will we see John Locke, the original John Locke, again?
It is uncertain. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, this book kind of blows a little bit.